Send this report to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Hello viewers, and welcome to another video here on my channel. This is Natas. There won't be any face cam in this video. It'll just be a review, a nice little review for you guys on the new event. The first quest in the event is about King and helping her prepare for the Lantern Festival because Ningguang's worried about her. You end up following her around, seeing other familiar faces along the way, such as Jingling, Zhongli, Hu Tao,
I get it, Granny, but
and many others, which you will see right here in this video as it's going along here. And as you go along, you also eventually find out that some fireworks were stolen from Qingxi village. So you guys go over there, although this whole entire time you're trying to get King to stop working because she's overworking herself apparently, and then no matter what you keep doing, you keep letting her continue to overwork herself, and you're just helping her do her job, I guess. And you go with her to investigate the stolen fireworks, and you offer to help, but in the end, after all of this, there's no battles, nothing. It's just a whole bunch of cutscenes with a whole bunch of characters. And it's like a giant waste of time and pointless conversations about random stuff that's going on during the festival and just going around giving people gifts and stuff like that. And then at the end of it, she tells you to rest and you say, alright, that's great, I'm going to go take a rest. You continue working, and then nothing gets accomplished. I'm sure that at the end of the event, they'll probably continue this quest and then have it so that for the end of it, you eventually watch the fireworks or whatnot, because they usually have a fireworks scene at the end of events like this. So at the end of it, whatever the last day is, I don't know when the last day is, I can't remember. I think it says we have 13 more days or something like that. From the recording of this video. So once that's over, we'll probably get the last quest, and then you'll watch fireworks with King at the end. Maybe everybody else will be there watching fireworks too. Who knows? You'll see in the end if you play the game. I probably won't record that for the show. This is just an event review here, in which at the end I will tell you what I think of the event. The first event actual thing for you to do in the game is just making fireworks, which is you just try and hit the fireworks, I guess, till they reach the line, and try and get all the points in the line to get inside the line to get the most points. And then if you get all of the lines perfect, you get a perfect score, and then you get some items from it and some primo gems, and then the coins that you get from this one can get you some small insignificant items like some fireworks to play around with that don't really do anything, and some level up materials, level 1, like the lowest quality level up materials, and then some level up books. And that's really all that is. The first event's kind of a letdown because really all it is just another version of cooking, because you do use the same concept when you're cooking in the game. So this first event was a little bit of a letdown, but other than that, the quest line was also kind of boring. But let's get on to the next part of the event. The second quest takes place after you go to Ningguang and talk to her about Baidu. This quest is a pretty short one. You just go to Baidu and you hear about that they're looking for pieces of the old Jade Chamber to help fix the new Jade Chamber up. And you go around and in one of the little boats that they now have in the game and collect the little treasures as treasure hoarders try and stop you from taking the treasure from them. I mean, it's a shorter one. It doesn't take very long, which I like because then it's not making you go through a whole bunch of videos like the first one did to just really not do anything. At least this one has has 2 battles in it where you fight a couple of little guys and 2 bosses, 2 boss fights, and you get a little bit of a sniffings of Big Sis. In the end, though, Baidu does win, of course.
Is that right? Well, good. I'll take it all.
The second event is a treasure hunt for starters, but there are also battles. It's pretty much the story quests, but in event style. And the only thing that you can do in this that you don't do in the story is there's like a boat battle game where you try and destroy treasure hoarders' transports in a boat instead of like the on land daily. It's like the daily destroy the transport quest, but in the water, pretty much. I like this event better than the first one. At least this one allows you to do stuff. However, it keeps making you go around and around and around in circles around the stone forest, and that's actually kind of annoying and time wasting to me. So that's the only thing I gotta say about that I don't like. But other than that, it's alright. And now we can go on to the final phase.
Gather round.
The third quest isn't really much of a quest. It's really just this lady right here telling us that they have a shadow lantern, which is pretty much a shadow lantern in real life, which is you move the lantern around and it makes shapes and whatnot. And what it is you have these wooden shapes that you move around with the light, and it makes a shadow that's supposed to look like something to create the pictures or whatnot and solve it. I hated this one the most out of all the events because it was so hard just to control moving the stupid thing around with the left stick. Like, I kept wanting to go left and it would go like up and right and stuff like that, and I was like, come on, just do the picture. I know exactly what it is, just move the way I want it to. And then this is all there is to the event, and this one doesn't really give you much of anything that matters. There's primo gems, yes, you can get those, but that's about it. That's really all you care about getting from this one. And that's all I gotta say about this one. It was just really boring and annoying. Alright, now let's talk about this last thing over here. There is a last thing that opens up tomorrow as I'm making this video, but as you can see, based on the picture of the serpent, it's probably going to be a boss battle, because they usually have big boss battle things for you to do where you can go in and join other people online and do it, or you can do it by yourself. I'll probably just do it myself because I usually don't join other people because the game's harder when I join other people because I already have overpowered characters and I can help them, but other people usually aren't powerful enough to really help me. They actually make things harder for me usually, so I just usually do it by myself. And then I'll do that, get the crown, and I'll be all set. And overall, though, I give this event a 4 out of 6 due to the amount of things to do. It loses a point because the quest part was quite boring and was just like a lot of useless talking that didn't really amount to really learning much of anything, because they were trying to teach you about the Lantern Festival, but if I guess for new players they can learn, but people who were in here for the last Lantern Festival already know what the Lantern Festival is, so you didn't learn anything. Another was because the events were kind of dull. Either you're making fireworks, aka cooking. Time consuming, just going around in circles on a boat, or the controls were very annoying and it wasn't really much of an event. You were just moving stuff around to make a shadow. Overall, at least it was an in-game event, right, guys?